can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Barbara De Micheli. I'm from Italy, Rome. I'm 51 and I have 2 children, aged 16 and 14.
So can you tell us about your career path and any professional challenges you have encountered in terms of gender inequality?
Actually, I'm working at Fondazione Brunellini, which is an organization in Italy doing social research and dealing also with the gender equality policies. I worked there since 2008 and I coordinate the so-called social justice unit, in which we work on fundamental rights, gender equality, industrial relations. I didn't face big issues until I became a mother of 2. Entering a new job, it was a challenge because I needed to have flexible working time arrangements to take care of my children. So I negotiated quite hardly with my new boss to get this. But I must admit that I could overcome the challenges because I had a very good network of allies, my mother-in-law, and of course my partner, and also a lot of friends that I in a way involved in managing the children. And also I find a lot of support from my colleagues that were always very available to shift the time schedules when needed.
So what do you perceive as main gender gaps nowadays for women studying or building careers in STEM?
Well, there are different things that work together. One is that we have some stereotypes about social women roles, and these stereotypes are opposite to the stereotypes we have about science, and this makes more difficult for women to work in science. For instance, we believe that women are emotional, irrational, and we think that science is pure rationality. So the two things together make it very difficult for women to get into science. The second point is that women and girls usually do not have role models. So they do not have inspirational people or people that tell them that it is possible. The third is that we believe that science is difficult. We are presented with the fact that only genius can make it through career pathway. Of course, there are geniuses in science, but you have no need to be a genius to work in science. And to work in science, to pursue a career might mean many different things. And finally, there are few women in leadership positions in society, in organizations as well, scientific organizations. And this makes that there is only one leadership style, very built on male characteristics, which makes it more difficult for women to success.
So can you suggest any practical actions like advocacy initiatives or public hearings that public or private institutions can promote more gender equality in the STEM labor?
Well, first of all, I would suggest to have awareness-raising webinars or seminars. We are doing this on several organizations. It can also be some web materials that is compulsory for everyone that enters the organization to follow, because we have all been educated with gender bias, and you need to be aware of that. Students, but also professors and people working in the academia. And then another point would be to make or structure mentorship programs. There are several universities in Europe having mentorship programs in general, but also for women and women careers. Usually women are very generous when it comes to their life. You can share very easily with the people that you don't know very well a lot of important things, but we are not used to share information about our career, our professional pathway. And so we are not used to benefit from informal networks as men are. So mentorship programs, networks of younger students which can have a national but also international dimension are really very important. And then work on inclusive leadership. So train not necessarily the students but team leaders to have an approach to leadership which is more on team building, including different perspectives, having a more careful approach towards people that express non-standard needs. Gender equality in science is, as the European Commission says, a matter of excellence. We cannot build excellence in science discriminating, so we need more women and also men to have an excellent science in Europe and in the world.